So after breaking ground, we had this big open area that was nothing but dirt, and every time the rain would come, we would have to get out there and siphon all that water off. The ground needed to be dry in order for the tractor not to get stuck. Get that siphon going and you could walk away and it would just keep draining. You wouldn't have to keep running that shot back.
We are very excited to finally start digging for our foundation. It's taken us a little bit longer than we anticipated. We found the low end and it's quite a bit of dirt we're moving.
So again, yeah, we've decided that we're going to literally cut most of this. And this is our rotary laser. We're using this laser receiver on our front end loader to keep us from going too deep. So day after day, we get back out there and we keep cutting, keep digging. So, you know, every time we'd go back in to take a break or go back to work to make a living or whatever, or go run errands or take the kids somewhere, we'd have to reset the laser again, just make sure everything is back to where it was. We just stuck a stake in the ground and marked it, reset the laser to hit that mark, and then we transfer that over to the receiver on the front end loader. And I would just use a Sharpie to mark it so I could get it back in the same position when it got knocked off, because the dirt will obviously overflow that front end loader. And again, this is just a rough grade. We're just trying to get it roughly down to where it needs to be. So we're starting to make some progress here. Our mounds are piling up higher and higher. At some point we're gonna have to move all that again. And again, with a little bitty front end loader like this, it takes quite a bit of time. So this whole time we've been really just racking our brains, trying to learn as much as we could as far as how you determine your soil density. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. There's special equipment that can do this for you. We're just using a T-post just to get a rough idea, and therefore ultimately you can find out what types of loads you can support, what size footings you're gonna need. One of the corners was a bit softer. The T-post would drive quite a bit deeper. So it's taking us a lot longer, obviously. A pro would come out here and just move this dirt really quickly. You know, we're just trying to figure out the best workflow, the best way to get everything set up. Even our four corners are not exactly where they're gonna be at this point. We're just kind of roughing it in. Our tractor runs on diesel, so we just fill that up ever so often. Now we're just moving some of that plastic back. And I'm using a back blade. This back blade I used to help build our road all the way to the build site. And you also use that back blade to maintain the road versus like a box blade. A box blade works as well. One of the sides I had to keep readjusting. It would just vibrate loose. So I'd get out there and reset it. There's this one goat. This one goat's always watching me. I'm not sure what the deal is. Each day, you know, we would cover it back up if we thought rain was coming, covered up with that plastic. So my son and my wife are pulling this out by themselves. I think this is how we started to get in really good shape.